welcome back guys to another episode of the Mass Effect Trilogy, Insanity Mode difficulty. Where we left off was we explored the Citadel, talking to a few people, learned some of the backstory to the races that are in this game, and we did a couple of side missions. We took on a VR AI that tried to blow us all up, which was kind of interesting to do. We also became a Spectre for the main story of the mission. We met Captain Anderson, who told us info about Seran, the main bad guy, that he almost became a Spectre till Seran screwed him over. So yeah, that was interesting to find out. Now we have command of the Normandy ourselves. We have become the captain, and we'll be leaving shortly to find Dr. Liara T'soni, who is the matriarch who works with Seran, his daughter. So that'll be interesting to find out what happens there. And then after that we'll return to the Citadel to finish off the side missions that we couldn't do last episode. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's go. Open my channel so I can see you guys comment if you come in. Let's get on with this, let's do this.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Oh, and as I say every episode, we are playing Renegades, so we'll be doing the Renegade Speeches.
Listen up, Normandy.
This is your commander speaking. We have our orders. Find Seran before he finds the conduit. And I refuse to let anything get in the way of that mission.
The Council wants to ignore this.
That's no surprise. They've never helped us in the past. No reason they'd start now. But we don't need their help. We can do this on our own.
Wherever Seran goes, we'll follow.
For the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
None of the other species has the guts, grit, or balls to deal with this.
So it's up to us. We're the only ones who can stop Seran. I swear to you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain's not here. I'm in charge now, Joker, and time's wasting. Get this bird in the air.
Yes, sir.
I have taken the chat off the side of the stream, so it doesn't irritate people while they're watching on the playback. If anyone wants me to put it back on next stream, give me a heads up and I will. Let's do this. Let's go after Seran. After that speech, I'm pumped. Let's talk to Presley actually.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Seran attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Seran's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
We just called the Citadel, so we don't really talk to anyone at the minute, so we'll do that after the mission. Let's just get into it and try and find Liara. If I remember where she is. So this is the galaxy map, guys. All these points are places we can travel to. Local system isn't here yet, but it does turn up later, which is our system. Don't know what they call it, local system. Sure it's this one. Maybe later we can jump between them and see. We just need to look for a planet with profane movements on. Shouldn't be too hard to spot. We'll scan the planets as we go to, because it helps with the game as we progress. I like to scan cover that area without having to go back. It's confusing if you know. Can't scan that planet. There's sometimes hidden asteroids and things in these belts. There we go, there's one. Kind of resources out of them, which helps for a mission. Heavy metal. Oh, there we go. Bloody hell. I found they are already. Right, I'll come back to that planet in a second after I've scanned everyone else. So, the last time I played this mission on the Insanity mode, I died like 3 times. Deposit. That's to a side mission. That's why we scan every planet as part of a side mission. Oh, another asteroid. There's not normally 2 in the same system. Survey. Oh, a medallion. So we remain to events. A Solarian medallion. There's also Asari writings. I can't remember what they actually call them properly though, that we can find as well. Kind of like fossils, but it's just all right. So we scanned everything. Let's get into this and try and save Liara. We'll find it. There's Geffer in every part of this game. We'll probably face Geffer along the way to who should I take? I think we'll take Rex and Talon. Seems like a good team. I love the Mako since they made it a lot easier to drive in.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
It's been a while since I've been We will be landing on Uncharted world through this as well, so when I play the tour I like to try and do the 100% of the game. So it's a bit annoying, but we will be doing a bit we can in this game. Alright, I'll try and space it out and mix it up so it's not 100% stuff for you guys, don't worry. I'm going to try and do a main mission each stream and plus side missions if we can each stream as well. We'll just see how it goes. Oh, yeah. that hits us, it destroys our shields. Definitely not going to be possible. This maker might look tough, but it's quite easy to actually get destroyed, to be honest. Especially when you're going against the big robots. Little gaps, I don't know, like the big robots, like there's even bigger ones in there. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. No more possible towers, but I'm going to try and take them.
Only a fool punches a knapsack in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
Whoa, some of them rockets you don't even see coming. Press on button. You all out the shield for them. The reason why I'm taking these on will give you extra XP. There we go. Good for that one, that's something I gotta be careful. Too early. Because we're in something mode, it's very rare to get out of mode in a fight. Too early then. Oh, he's dead. Out and kick some names and take gas. Why have I got that out on the assault? I like to check every nook and cranny as well, because you're surprised what the developers hide in games nowadays. You get they hide loot and things. Chemical rounds, how many rounds? No, I don't really use that, but oh, we've got a grenade out of it. Hello, honey, I'm home. Honey, where are the kids? No, Terrence, stop being naughty. Shotgun, sniper. Oh, number 2. Doubt it's as good as the ones I've already got. Check the games. I've got to do everything before we move on and see if there's any better equipment to put on. Check around here. Oh, there we go. Hidden crates. Sniper, hammerhead. Oh, a biotic amp. I need that. So I am in depth. I think that's what the loot outside. Yeah, it is. Check these buildings. This one first. Check it. Ah, almost missed a crate. Easy decryption. This is why I put all my points on tally into decryption and electronics so we can crack. Pistol, shotgun. Shotguns. Any gap in this one? No. Oh, this one's empty. Worth a check though. You never know where there's loot. This one's got a gap in it. I wonder which one it is. Hello? Anyone home? Easily defeated.
Think we got him,
The
Commander.
white ones are pretty much the easy ones. Shotgun, assault rifle, shotgun. before we open the gate, we'll check out. Oh, we're leveled up. Straight into Intimidate, because we need that for later when we go back to the Citadel. And I'll put it into... Is that what I think it is? Yeah, Unity, we need it into Spectre Training mode. Because we need Unity in case any of our team go down. Alright, Rex, what have we got for you, Rex? What's the fitness? Immunity. Yeah, we'll unlock the immunity ability for him. And put it into assault rifle so we unlock the shotgun. Good to use both, it depends how he's feeling. And yep, straight to electronics, fill that up, and 2 more for decryption. So Tally can now hack any containers or anything that we need her to do. So that's good. And then we can start putting points into our actual abilities. It's a bit of a pain having to do that, guys, but if you want to hack any, like all the objectives, containers and stuff, you need them to be in there. Not badly. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's got my assault rifle then I've got. They're all worse. Anything else? No. Ability and duration bonus. No, I don't really need that. We need power bonus more than anything. Let's see, we got Krogan, oh, we got Rex, let's see if he can wear any. Oh, that's worse. That one's better, but we need it. Depends if he wears heavy or not. They're both better, we'll give him one. And he does shotguns, so we'll give him that one. You Tally the pistol, which is like pistols. No shield points, it's better for let's see what we got to give on this. And cooldown reduction, physical threshold. I'll give Tally the half of the one. I think it's some rifle, so let's see what we got. Oh, we got armor piercing rounds. Level 2, we didn't know we had that. Give that to me. Give Tally the hammerhead rounds. 3. Now I know we got armor piercing rounds down 2, which we didn't have. Yeah, and I'll put it into my pistol as well. Actually, sorry. Actually, put physical rounds in my pistol and armor piercing rounds into the sniper. I would feel we need that. So carry on. Unlock the door. Let's go have a ride in the Mako. I would lock it all up there. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna get hit. Oh no. Yeah, the thing with these robots, they don't just have the plasma walls, they actually have machine guns as well, as you can see shooting through that. The machine guns don't really do much clearance to the plasma wall, but actually getting the big too short to bring down so quick. Oh, I'm going back to the plasma wall. No, don't, by the way. Electronics trying to bit there because I have had in the past been in the lava. I would hack it to me. Oh, no, get dropped in. Yeah, I never use the zoom in like that, guys, because half the time you don't see what's going on around you, especially in fights like that with roads when you get hit by like 4 rockets and then takes the shield down and health down so quick, especially on the second one. Oh, stop. We're going on Uncharted Growth, guys, and try to climb mountains and stuff. Just difficult. Oh, I damn missed that shot. This is what we need to do. Unless you're going to get some threshing mode in the remake, because they totally rehauled the threshing mores in this. They actually move about now. Oh, God. Yeah, they revamped the threshing mores in this. Normally in the original trilogy they just sort of come out, spit acid at you, go in the ground, appear somewhere else. In this one they actually have tentacles that come out as well, and you actually they move around and you see them move around into the ground chasing after you. It doesn't help. When they hit you, they send you flying and do really low damage. The question is great hard in this. There we go. Right. Now it's time to get active. Oh, can't send them yet. Bit of a save point. It's when you know there's going to be an enemy when there's a save point. Rex, don't just stand there. I told you to go over there, you muppet. There we go. I'm not moving on. I moved up there. The red ones have rockets, the blue and white ones are pretty much normal death, they're pretty easy to take down. It's the rockets and the snipers that are annoying. And the white actually sniping. Should have down somewhere. Oh wow, I knocked him down and he didn't even die. That was a close one.
Shield down.
Go down. Go down now. I don't really need to pounce on this bit. Oh, we got a rocket somewhere.
Shield's disabled.
Tally, why running to me? You just made me lose my name. Oh, okay. How can you shoot before a wall? Impossible. Shield's up. I know it will save, but I'm saving it right now because this is the part where I always die. So just get ready. Yeah, bring Unity into it. Unity right now. I will put all barrier on actually. More shields, battle barrier. Yeah, will absorb up to 400 points of damage. Will not block attacks that bypass shields. Duration 10 seconds. It's not bad. I might have it just in case. Yeah, put it on just in case. I'll put into base graphic distance. Fitness or rifles. More damage. Now the Rex put 3 to shotgun so I get the carnage ability. Place your bets, will I die or not? I'll bet against myself on this one because I probably will die. I hate these ones. They just jump around everywhere and you can't get a lock on it when you shoot them. I usually think to shoot them. I gotta face one of them. On foot. That's why I die all the time. Plus the snipers. Yeah, straight away taking that sniper out of there. Oh, that's close. How the hell did that hit me? I'm free on object. Oh. Die! They're blocking my thing. Oh, never! I can't believe that just happened. I killed him and he killed me at the same time. That is brutal. That took ages just then to do that. I guess I win the bet. Oh. Jump straight into it. Straight away. Oh, crap. What is going on? I'm just going to oh, what is going on? They just went mental when it started. I took all my shields and everything out straight away. That shouldn't be right. Guys, hitting jumpers out already. Full shields. Oh, there we go. Down just the jumpers to do now. Oh god, I didn't realise there was that many. Oh, it's the cooldown. Oh. Come on. Oh, Jeff all the way down there or something. I did this whole time. Looking around. Really sensitive. Hey, finally. Oh shit, we got another guy. Got him. There's another one around here. Yeah, we did it, guys. Right, save there. Oh, no, I can't yet. Should be able to save on it when we go inside, though. Try now. Yeah, we can save it. Oh, we got some equipment out of that. Oh, high caliber rounds. Sweet. Shut the door. Let's go. First aid interface. Nice. I need that. So there's some good stuff out of that then. So, high caliber round 3 on that. First aid 3 on there. Oh, improved sight actually. That'll come in better for a sniper. For high caliber rounds on this side. Tally for a pistol. We'll put arm piercing rounds and high caliber. I think that's what we need right now. Oh, actually, should be another. Oh no, no, oh, that's fine. Screw it, we'll keep this electric. Should be fine. Save quickly. We'll head into and see what's going on inside it. That's one of the hard bits over with. Nothing comes as good of going down a dark tunnel. Right, yeah. Cover. Further deeper into this cabin. See what's going on. So guys.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin. After it was built.
Form of random building. Naturally, it won't happen. The only way that happens is if well, it is an active volcano, so yeah, I guess lava goes over and then it cools and continues doing that, I suppose. One thing with this game, you've got to be ready for everything. Because sometimes you think you're safe and you walk around the corner and there's enemies. I love Rex, he looks a beast. That's what you call a tank. Okay, guess we go down.
Hello?
Oh!
Could somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
It's loud. Keep it down, man.
Quit shouting. This place is crawling with Geth.
Sorry, I am a little... Look, my name is Dr. Liara T'soni. I am an archaeologist. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Seran. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
You brought this on yourself.
You shouldn't have been messing with technology you don't understand.
I wasn't going to let the Geth capture me. Besides, I know how it works. Mostly. There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
I'll find a way. There we go, guys. Sorry. Ready to make a cigarette? Alright. Let's find a way in, shall we? Never be preferred for anything. There we go. Put your head out. They just shot again, so that means there's another enemy somewhere. You don't go here. Oh, there he is, I see. Silly robots. Let's check everywhere, just in case there's something. Oh, there we go. Just gonna get in. That's an invisible wall. There we go. Oh, some more high caliber rounds. And we leveled up. Level up quite easy in this game, guys. Number 1. So. Oh, this one. But it's not this one I need, is it? It's a new sniper I need. Yeah, I don't have a sniper yet. I have to buy one. Shields actually. Shield? Yeah, it's in the shield battery. First aid 3, so I can use someone. We got the best for that one. Oh no, yeah, just put it on that pistol. We'll level everyone up. So, shall I give myself? I might put my assault rifle more, to be honest. I don't really use similarity. I used to throw a bit, and I could unlock lift actually if I don't throw. Yeah, we'll do that and unlock lift, so we have the lift ability. That'll come in handy. We will put Garrison Walk up so it's more powerful. Duration, also be able to use more. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and we'll not throw for later. For Tally, we'll give her the pistols, the marksman. Oh, definitely, actually, we'll not first aid first. So we get the first aid, and we'll put it on dampening as well, because you get the ability. Yeah, that's a good idea. Our Renegade's coming up slowly. Let's find a way to get Liara out of that. Oh, she's found herself in. I think that's everything, all the loot, yeah. this moment here with this machine is the same one how we took the AI down, if I remember right. Oh, it's a similar one. Yeah. Then we're in. That's going to cause some destruction now. I have to say it. I have to. It's one of them. I have to say it. Ready? Honey, I'm home! Oh dear, what you get yourself into this time?
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Superior firepower! I'm god of hellfire!
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
I hate this next bit. I will be safe now. If I can. Hopefully it will be safe anyway.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on!
Just came a bit, so I'm sure it's not.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Seran's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Well, we are in an active volcano.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Get out.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
I love Joker. He's my
He
favorite.
needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Right, he goes out with some crap. Oh, he's brilliant. Oh, we can't say that. It's not good. I'm gonna die. So let's hope we don't die. Destroy around. Oh, it's all safe. Good.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
Kill this bastard.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
So do I. Oh, it's shoulder. We will correct that. And we will aim at that guy. And I'm gonna lift the crate like that. Straight away. Did Rex charge in there? That's just mental. Oh no! Yeah. Shield. Oh, we killed my crate straight away. No way. Yeah. Oh no, we didn't. Okay, we did die. So if we did die, I'm just saying. Die. Run. Fire, protect me, fire. Oh, it's chasing me! Throw, get away. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, damn. Bollocks. I hate Krogan in this game. They're too hard to kill. Even when they go down, you think they're dead, and they just suddenly get back up. It's like, okay, they didn't die.
Spare the Asari as you can. If not, it doesn't matter.
How the hell am I nearly dead again? I need Unity to bring Harry back. Let's simulate. Okay, let's go. Tally sheet. Oh, let's put Jeff here. Oh, let's shoot. Oh, what's that guy? Oh, crap. Oh, I'm dead again. See what I mean? I thought he was dead. I thought it was Tally next to me. This is harder than the room we went against the big robot before. It's because the Krogan is so hard to kill in this.
Spare the Asari as you can. If not,
There we go, we did it, guys. Finally got through it. It's just that Krogan, you gotta kill the Krogan first. But with all the Jeff going mental, it's hard to do it. It is insanely difficult, though. I didn't expect them to get through it like that. Never know what it means, but I used to have nightmares of the floor falling beneath me. It was a bit of a weird one. At least we made it out.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
He's a jerk. I have to do it because it's a renegade.
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there. And not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Seran.
What did Seran want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child.
For an hour.
That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Interesting. Yeah.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
We're in a hurry here.
Get to the point.
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Shut up and I'll tell you.
You're not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time. The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Seran or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Seran.
What good are you? I really want to do it, but I don't want to risk losing her as a companion, so...
I don't know why Seran wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Seran might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
We've already got every other non-human species on board. Might as well add an Asari to the team.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the council?
I love these moments. You ready?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. T'soni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Seran to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
I love doing that as a renegade. Just do the crap and then just cut them off. Alright, so we've done that, so we're gonna nip round and talk to everyone quickly. Don't think we talked to Joker properly yet. You can only talk to him really once, the same as the Doctor, but there's a good little backstory with Joker I like. But first we will... yeah, look at these adults locker. Oh, actually, we will go to the med box here. Oh wait, yeah, Liara's in here. Might as well do it while we're here. There we go.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Alliance medical personnel take courses in alien biology, just in case.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Seran. I promise.
But you'll notice with the companions, guys, I won't always do Renegade to them, because they're my companions. I like to keep them on my side.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Seran?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Seran would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
Sorry guys, nature cold, couldn't hold it.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Right. Space hippies.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
That's disgusting.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term. Not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Oh, that's nice. Let's look at it.
Do you know who Matriarch Venezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
A stupid question, but
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Venezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
How could anyone abandon their own child?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Venezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I just want to say as well, guys, I know I don't have the chat on the side anymore, but I do have it on my laptop, so I can see comments if you do have a comment. Don't worry, I will answer if I see. Don't talk to the doc, because I've already spoke to her. Let's talk to Kaden, see how he thought the job went.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
All right. Let's label it officially off the record. Got something on your mind?
Straight up, there's something wrong with all of this. This Seran is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
We've got our orders. Belly aching won't change them.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30 suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero. And how's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
Jump Zero is Gagarin's station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
I know there's a lot of talking in a minute, guys. I do apologize, but we have to get through it.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Genetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
You were all teenagers. I'm sure you found other ways to occupy the time.
I'm not the sort who does that kind of thing, Commander. Not lightly, anyway. There was a girl I spent a lot of time with. We kept our clothes on. Rana. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart. And charming as hell. Beautiful. But not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
There's always a girl. There's always a girl involved.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Bit convenient.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
It's a big galaxy, Lieutenant. Who knows what will come in handy?
If you say so, sir. Besides, I've got my past squared away. Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. T'soni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
I'm gonna romance T'soni, so I might
just remember, Lieutenant, I saw her first.
Only by a few seconds, sir.
I love that.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Oh god. I've been banter who saw the girl first, that's brilliant. Oh, codex. I think if I'm right, there's a codex for the office I didn't get. I'll grab that now. Yeah, I thought it was. And we'll quickly nip downstairs, talk to the other crew, and then we'll head back to the Citadel to finish them side missions. I know there's a lot of talk, guys, I do apologise. It's part of the game, so, and you learn quite a lot about the crew and some of the backstories of the different races and things, which is quite interesting sometimes. Like with Liara, her race is the Asari, they're all female. It's quite interesting. Yeah, we'll talk to Garrus first.
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Seran was typical. just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
It's not the end of the world. You'll have tougher decisions soon enough.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Sounds good to me.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Okay, I'll talk to Ashley.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Is this duty-related, Chief?
No, sir. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
I share your concerns, Chief, but I'm under orders.
Under orders to let aliens gather military intelligence? I can't believe that was the Alliance's intention. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
I trust that's not insubordination, I hear.
No, sir. That's patriotism. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
The council's had a grudge against us since the First Contact War.
I don't think it's a grudge. I think it's... Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
Screw that. I love my dog too much, mate. I'll take the bear one-on-one and save my dog. Or drag the dog with me as I run. If the dog goes down, I'll go with it.
This is an Alliance warship, not the Parliament floor. If you're Earth first, vote for the Terra Firma Party.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry. I hope my reasons are more rational. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's one thing I think why people used to hate on Ashley in this game, was she did come across a bit racist at first, but the more you got to know her, she actually got pretty decent.
Guess you make a habit of second-guessing your superiors.
No, sir.
I never knew my family. Grew up an orphan on Earth. Anybody in your family I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. So why are you out here? Just trying to get away from Earth?
I'm here to put hypervelocity rounds through the heads of bad guys.
Most satisfying part of the job, Commander.
Yeah, I've been renegading her because, to be honest, I'm not gonna romance her. I'm romancing Liara, so it's so she doesn't end up trying it on with me, which she does sometimes.
All right, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I'm glad there won't be a problem.
Anything else you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. T'soni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I'm not sure I believe it either. It's better to have her where we can see her.
That makes sense. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
I'll talk to my favorite, Mr. Rex.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Don't be an ass.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
They tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
Seems similar enough to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The Genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the Genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the Genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
I feel bad for the Krogan, but in a way you'll learn later that they did bring it on themselves when they tried to take over the fucking galaxy and kill everybody. Oh, I just realised I never spoke to Adams in it.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
That's good to know.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I've been around a lot then. Bet you've seen some stuff.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on.
probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye.
We just need to tell it and then we can go do the...
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government?
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left them weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
I love Tally.
See you later.
I've always wanted to romance Tally, but in the first game, sadly, you can't. I've heard you can in the second and third, though. I'm not sure. I might have to double check that one. I just need to quickly talk to this shop guy.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
This is why I was buying the licenses off the shopkeepers on the last episode, guys. So then he gets more stock in.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Do this as quickly as I can, guys. Oh, that's the top range snipers, that's right. Can't afford that one. Is it better? Oh, yeah, it's well better. Yeah, I'll take that one. Should be a better sniper to use. That's all I can buy off him. Yeah, it's a lot better. Hopefully that's a better sniper to shoot with as well. I won't do that just yet. Because I might need to put into Intimidate later. Or after this next bit. Alright guys, let's head to the Citadel and finish off the side quests that we missed last time. Now we got our Intimidator up, we'll be able to do. Because last time I leveled up too quick. Maybe staff talk to Joker, but we can do that next episode. He has some funny comments he makes. The fan should be back in the Citadel actually. Let me go back as well so we can talk to him again.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Side mission.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Good job we're going to Citadel anyway, isn't it? I guess we've got to talk to her too. The size of that Citadel, it's like a planet. You never get over it until you see all that. In the first episode you see us actually approaching the Citadel fully, and it's literally huge compared to what the ship is. Not sure who I'll take with me actually on this one. Let's see when we get to choose. See, we've got the full squad now. Who's that? Oh, Codex I missed. Okay, it's glitching out. Why is it glitching out? Oh, there we go. Right, 2 to take. We'll take Liara since we've just got her now. And we'll take Tally. Oh, we'll take Tally because she's got the hacking skill. I know we're probably going to end up going over time, guys. I know it's normally 2 hours, but we'll do these side missions and then ride in the stream now.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Oh, here we go.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic,
Don't know if I've got the
5th
right
Fleet.
Renegade for this.
Admiral, I'm on urgent business with the Citadel. Is there something you need?
Let's get one thing clear, Shepard. You might be a specter to the aliens, but to me, you're just another junior officer. Be respectful. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
I wasn't keen on it either, but there are advantages to being above the law.
Don't let the title go to your head. No one's above the law. I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
I love giving this guy crap.
This ship saved our lives 12 times over.
An exaggeration. I've read your reports. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
Sounds like a fairly common situation.
Commander, I suggest you secure your mouth. It's going to get you in trouble. Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
There are no amateurs on this crew. They know to keep idle chatter minimized during combat, and I can bellow with the best DIs.
A fair point. I suppose the design has no chance of becoming standard. No need to worry about a generation of recruits learning things bass-ackwards. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
Do you read history?
Men of limited vision said the same thing about early aircraft, submarines, and tanks.
There's 2 ways I could take that, Commander, but that is true. I suppose the early U-boats weren't much better. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari?
There we go.
Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment.
I'm Normandy's commanding officer. The The regs state I have the authority to say who does and doesn't come aboard. If you disagree, send a complaint up the chain of command.
Sophistry, Commander. You know I'm right. You want them on board that bad? Fine. Don't quote regs at me. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
Oh, I don't have the Renegade for it. Yeah, you're a dick.
None, sir.
Very well. I don't agree with any of this, but your reasons seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Thing with that one, they don't expect you to come back so quick. That's why I didn't have the Renegade for the last bit.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown
You don't have
crime
to do the
syndicate.
Renegade and Paragon, you can get through the game without it. But it helps going through to the other games though, depending which ones you do. And it's more entertaining choosing one of them as well. I find Renegade's more fun though, because it just doesn't care. It gives everyone crap. It's, oh, she's here. This is what I mean about
Shepard?
Renegade, guys. Are you ready?
Khalees had been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What sort of questions?
People back home have heard a lot of wild stories about you, Commander. I can give you the chance to set the record straight. What do you say?
So long as you understand that I may not be able to answer all questions.
I'm sure our viewers will understand. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
We all know it should have happened years ago. I hope the Council realizes that we won't sit at the kids' table forever.
Some believe that without firm action on our part, the Council will continue to treat us like poor relations. Have you encountered where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
Meet her in every game, guys. If you do Renegade, you do this thing that he's about to do every time.
I think they know not to ask me to work against my own people.
I think our viewers will be glad to hear that, Commander. You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Don't get me wrong, when he does do it, I don't condone it, just put it out there. I don't agree with what he does, but in a video game it's quite funny.
The Normandy is a triumph of human engineering. Like our development of fighter carriers, it shows other races that we're able to think outside the box.
That's gratifying. Many defeatist officers claim that the Alliance can't compete with the naval power of, say, the Turians. Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
And as it goes, you'll see why she deserves it too.
Miss Al-Jalani, I wear the Alliance uniform. And if you think anyone other than me says where the Normandy can go, you're sadly mistaken.
No offense intended, Commander. I'm sure you have to follow the orders of your superiors. Of course, now your superiors are aliens. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Seran. Do you have any comment on that?
Listen to it. Why is it in this game every human seems to be racist against aliens? I never understand that myself, but...
I've had enough of your snide insinuations.
Drop.
You
I'm sorry to laugh,
bitch!
but...
I'll make sure everyone in the Alliance sees that. Your career is over.
We'll see. Yeah. She's a bit of a bitch of a reporter, though. She deserves it, to be honest. Alright, so let's do these side missions. No, there's 2 up here we need to do. And there's 1 on the Presidium. Oh, there's 2 on the Presidium, sorry. We'll do this one first. This one is, if you guys remember from the last episode,
Come into my office. I want to discuss this in
is
private.
when we spoke to the girl in Cora's den about trying to get her out.
No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
Watch your tone, Chelik.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were just there to help her out.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Oh, and I just want to say, with the reporter, like I say, I don't condone that with it, like men and women and things, but it's a video game at the end of the day. We don't mean it.
It's too dangerous. You need to find another way.
It's not that simple, Shepard. This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Always thinking ahead, Detective?
It's part of the job. Now are you gonna help me or not?
Come on, Chelik. Do you really need a little human girl to help you solve your case?
Okay, maybe you're right. She's not really cut out for this anyway. I'll cut her loose, even get her out of Core's den, no strings attached. But that still leaves my case unsolved. I could still use your help.
So there are strings attached.
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Why are you so concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. It's what gives us our edge. What do you suppose happens when we lose that edge? These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
I'll persuade Jax to tell me where these mods are coming from.
No. You tip Jax off and all my leads will disappear faster than you can say bad bust.
Where can I find this Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
Then we talk to this one over here, which is the mission. Two missions are in the same place both times, so.
Hey there! Oh, you're not C-Sec, are you? Did you want something?
What are you doing here?
I am Jalid. I came here to seek aid from the authorities, but they won't listen to me. My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Salarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Shorban? Isn't that the Salarian who asked us to scan the Keepers?
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
They had the wrong character to say that then, because Liara wasn't with us when that happened, so.
If I find out he's lied to me...
Anything's possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck!
And if you play the story, Liara will never be with you when you do that mission. Oh, it's the mission. I always kept thinking it was it. Person of interest. C-Sec is investigating a woman named Helen Blake. There's no hard evidence against her, but if these reports are correct, she's a powerful criminal element on the Citadel. She was last seen near the Emporium of the Presidium. That's one of the missions that aren't actually in the original trilogy, if I remember right. I noticed they did add side missions into this remaster, which was quite interesting to see. Yeah, so next we go to the wards to finish them two missions. Wards, marketplace. Where's marketplace? Yeah, the reason why I didn't do these on the last episode, guys, is because I hadn't leveled up my Intimidate at the time, and we wouldn't have been able to do the red conversation parts. And you get more Renegade or Paragon if you did the blue and red. Hey, there's the fan again. I love this guy in the second
Commander
one.
Shepard, it's me, Conrad Werner. Remember me? There are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Oh, it's you.
Right. Conrad. We talked a while back.
You remember me? Wow. Even while you're out there kicking ass, you don't forget the rest of us. That says a lot about you, Shepard. Hey, can I get your picture?
Sure. No problem.
Just hold up your gun. Perfect.
Make sure you get my best side.
Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Yeah, I bet she will. Yeah, he's a bit of a weird one, that guy, but I always carry on the mission with him because you see him in the second game and it's quite funny interaction in the second game. Here we go. This is the guy we got to get the illegal goods from.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Do you have the X-Mods?
Show them the merchandise.
That looks right.
Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
I'll just take the weapons.
The hell are you playing at?
Just kidding.
Here's your money, Jax.
Sense of humor, huh? It's gonna get you killed one of these days, Army. Come on, boys. We're done here.
Oh, that mission always makes me chuckle. And here's Corbin. The guy that made us scan the keepers. He's a bit of a weird one.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
Drop the act. I want to know what's going on, Shorban.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
Your lies are catching up with you. We spoke with your friend, Jalid.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
Just tell me everything you know.
You boys can go.
Look at that, it was good.
Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
This mission's quite funny because everything you hear about the Keepers, everyone tells you to leave them alone. Because normally if you try and interact with the Keepers, they shut down and then another Keeper comes and replaces it. It's a bit of a weird one.
That's what all this fuss is about?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
Not going to kill him, but you had two armed guys waiting for him. Yeah, that seems a bit fishy.
I should kill both of you idiots.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
I love the Solarians because there is a couple of Solarians you meet and they talk really quickly. It's mental how fast they talk, some of them.
If it'll help further the scientific cause, how can I refuse?
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jalid. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
If I have time, I'll talk to him.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
Right, I'll just quickly talk to his shopkeeper, see if he's got another license.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Oh yeah, some of them talk really quick.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think.
There's
Very good things I have. You will see.
Meet in the second game, and he talks even quicker. Let's quick check if he's a license. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, he's got medical grades. Sweet. I need them. And yeah, I'll take the grenades too. we're on insanity difficulty, so we definitely need them grenades. The med gel, sorry. I don't really use grenades, but it depends on the situation. But I'm always healing, so. Right, let's go back to CSEC, finish them missions, and we go to. Actually, we'll go to the Presidium first, because then we go CSEC, finish them missions, and then we can quickly jump on the Normandy next episode. We will go to Financial District. I know we need to talk to someone in the embassies as well, because that mission has been landed. I know we've gone over time, normally it's 2 hours guys, but I want to get these side missions done and then we can, next episode we can jump straight into another main mission.
Got a moment,
Here she is.
Spectre?
Helena Blake. She sounds evil just with the name.
Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
Good for you.
I've got plenty to do already.
Of course you do. But this would be easy work for you, and I pay extremely well. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
I eliminate them, and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you. You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
Yeah, it's just the way she said the first part. I have no interest in killing you. Yeah, okay.
You're obviously with them. Why don't I just arrest you instead?
Arrested for what? You and I are simply having a conversation. I have excellent legal representation. Arresting me would be a waste of your time.
It's good to know.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures, but their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you with the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
That's the mission that's not in the original trilogy from what I remember, so that's a new one for me, so it'll be interesting to do actually. I do have a feeling though when I meet her at the third coordinate she's going to try and attack me, but we can take her. She'll only chuck a Zimmer frame at us, it's all good. We'll talk to the woman in the embassy to start that mission that we came in on, and then we'll finish off them 2 other missions at CSEC, and then we'll be done for that stream, for this stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed it though. I know there's been a lot of talking towards the end, I do apologise. It's part of the game though, sadly. But we did get into quite a lot of action though. We died a few times, which was quite funny.
Commander Shepard, I am Nasana Dantius. I see you got my message.
You said you had a job offer.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on the cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
You want me to hunt down the people who killed her?
This is where it gets complicated. Last week, I received a message with her voice on it. Dahlia is alive. The rest of the crew was killed, but she was taken prisoner. The slavers demanded a huge ransom from me in exchange for returning her unharmed.
Okay.
Why didn't the raiders kill Dahlia along with everyone else?
My sister probably told them who she was. My family's very wealthy, Shepard. They must have realized she was worth more to them alive.
You can't negotiate with criminals.
It's too late. I transferred the funds to the account they specified. Only they never released her. They haven't contacted me since. I've made a terrible mistake, Shepard. I'm a diplomatic emissary. By law, I'm required to report any attempted extortion to CSEC immediately. But I was afraid for Dahlia, so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. And if anyone finds out what I did, I could end up in jail.
That's a stupid law.
Why would they put you in jail? You're the victim here.
Government representatives on the Citadel are not allowed to negotiate with terrorists. It's too dangerous. Paying a ransom would only encourage more kidnappings. I support the law in theory, but when I got the message, all I could think about was Dahlia's safety. I doubt they would actually send me to prison for what I did, but they would strip me of my post, and Dahlia would still be in the hands of the slavers.
So I have to fix your mess.
You got in over your head and you expect me to pull you out?
This is easy money for you, Shepard. I've already found her. You just need to bring her back. I tracked the ransom payment through several accounts. Eventually, it led to a small mercenary band operating out of the Artemis Tau cluster. I need you to go to the Merc base, take them out, and bring my sister back. You shall be well rewarded.
Anything you can tell me about the Mercs who have your sister?
Pretty much what you'd expect. Rough, dangerous, and well-armed. Nothing a Spectre cannot handle, though.
Can't you hire someone else to do this?
I do not want to take chances with my sister's life. I need a Spectre. Besides, you operate outside official channels. My superiors cannot find out I never reported the ransom in the first place.
Out of all the hundreds of Spectres that you probably have at your disposal, you pick the one guy that's new to it and probably still wet behind the ears, as they say. So they still can't get done for it, because then obviously I won't grass her up.
How'd you find out who was behind the ransom?
I have resources. Contacts and credits can go a long way, especially if you're willing to bend the rules. I already broke the law when I paid the ransom. This couldn't make things any worse.
Don't worry. I'll bring your sister back.
Thank you, Shepard. I knew you were the right man for the job. Come back and see me when the job is done.
That's interesting. That's good. Right, so we just need to go to CSEC again. And do them, finish off those two side quests, and we're done for this stream. Hope you've enjoyed the stream though, guys. Eventful at the start, me dying a few times. And then tomorrow, next stream, probably tomorrow, we will do the next main mission. If I remember right, it's Pharos. It's not, I think. No, it's not. It's Wards. Pharos is an interesting mission actually for the main mission. I won't spoil it for you guys, I'll let you see it in the next episode. If you're wondering why I'm never buying anything, guys, it's because I'm saving my money for later on when I can get the big main stuff. And first with the CSEC guy.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Here's your shipment, Jellic.
Excellent. This is everything I need. Maybe more than I need. Here, Commander, take this. I won't need it. You earned some payment for your work. I appreciate your help. It shows a lot of integrity. You didn't need to do anything after I let Jenna go. Now I need to get these mods into evidence. Thanks again, Shepard.
That's right, man of me word, mate. Oh, I got Paragon for that. Bloody hell. Let's talk to Jolene, the little lame bugger.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorben?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
What about the data? You did not mention that before.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorben would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorben, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if Shorben can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
Always wondered what they look like behind them masks, but they can't breathe in the atmosphere out of the homeworld, so you never see it. Same with the Quarians. We'll quickly level up, and we will do what we got. Thinking assault rifles again. Actually, no, spectator training. Yeah, so we can get the advanced unit. Increases the amount of health and shields restored by unit. That'll come in handy. Sick of rising them and then they're dying. Oh, we've not even done any on Liara. We will do warp, definitely. Put that to max. Put first aid up to the next ability. We will lift or throw up so we can get lift. And we'll put warp up so we can get singularity. There we go. And we'll jump in between these two so they go up a bit more. Oh, that's right. We'll put one electronics. So we do overload, it'll go in handy. Tally we will put in 3 in pistols so we get the marksman. Yeah, it's good to put that in coring mechanism. Increase tech resistance, increase shields. So, my team's coming along slowly. Clear the codexes because it drives me nuts. What we got for that? Oh, some more armor piercing rounds. Krogan and Turian armor at the minute. Definitely don't want that hammerhead. Yeah, we'll need that. Them armor piercing rounds come in handy, guys, because we're fighting the Geth, and they do more damage to Geth. So, hostile takeover, eliminate crime lords. Sorry, find Dahlia. Let's check. Right, fan we don't need it. Citadel console. Oh, we're not finished that mission. Oh, we need to talk to Septimus before we sign off. Okay. Good job, I looked. Almost over, guys. Sorry, the streams took longer than usual. As well, get these side missions off Citadel done so we can jump into the main mission next episode. So, Septimus is on the walls in Cora's den. I forgot we had to talk to this guy. He was another one we had to get our Intimidate up so we could talk to him. This is for Shahira, the consort. Pretty much a fancy name for a prostitute, but basically we met I can't remember the name of him. Elcor, the big tank guys in the first episode, and he was having problems with Shahira, the prostitute woman, because rumours were being spread that only she knew or something. So we have to talk to Septimus to talk him into helping.
Commander, what do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
If you feel this way, General, then why spread lies about her?
Because she rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
Very patriotic.
Some general. What kind of example are you to your troops?
The troops can kiss my leathery backside.
Okay.
All I wanted was to retire and be with her. Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
Never let the enemy see your weakness. You know that, General.
Enemies? The one place I always felt at peace was with her. But now, so you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
It would be more productive than sitting here.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort. Even if she won't have me back.
Now get up and get moving, General.
All right. I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
Torians with a scaly skin, you think they'd use a yard brush to scrub themselves down.
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why would he think such a thing?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
Why can't you tell him yourself?
Well, the last time he saw me, I was disparaging his ancestors and shouting his secrets in public. Take this datapad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the Elcor.
Who am I taking it to? Where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an Elcor diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
I'm honored, especially coming from a Torian. I usually hate humans. I like that. Yeah, it's good to see the Elcor. I love the Elcor because they explain what they're about to say. Because when they talk to each other, they use scent and small movements to communicate with each other. Where they can't do that with other races, so they have to explain what they're about to say. Because it's kind of like texting somebody. You read it wrong, you get insulted, and it sometimes doesn't come across that way. It's a similar thing like that. They're hard to read, basically, and know what the hell they're feeling when they talk to you. I keep forgetting you can run on this game. The originals you couldn't. Zelto, I'm here. Oh, Zeltan, sorry. Here he is. Size of him.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
I've come to talk to you about your little problem.
Curious. What do you know about the consort and her relationship to me?
I gotta say though, check out that forehead.
The consort didn't reveal your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving. I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari consort.
Actually, we have proof. Look at this.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
Deal with it.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions. Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
So long.
Farewell, human. Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, Din, not all humans are as you say.
As I mean, you never actually saw him walk off, but you heard it.
Apologetic. Do not listen to my Volus compatriot. It was a good thing you did, regardless of your intentions.
Let's double check the journal, make sure we've done everything. Yep. Oh, yeah, we've got to speak to Sharia to finish it and then we're done. So I think some of these missions, you think you're done and then you realise you've still got extra to do. But this is the last bit, I promise guys, and then we're done for this stream. But we'll go back to the normal then we're done. Sharia's on the crosshair. Oh, I just remembered, because I'm doing Renegade in advance, you're about to see a sort of well, it's censored sex scene. Let's put it that way. You don't actually see anything, but it happens because I'm doing Renegade. If you do Paragon, they don't actually do it. Just warn you in advance. It's kind of like the way to describe this situation right now is like a Titanic moment.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
I can't spend gratitude.
I would not dream of letting you go without payment. I do not make a habit of incurring debts. These credits will cover your expenses. I also have one more thing to give you, if you're interested.
What are you offering me?
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see your skin, tough as the scales on any Turian, unyielding, a wall between you and everyone else, but it protects you, makes you strong. You never hide your strength either. It serves you well, terrifies your foes. Few will dare to stand against you. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
Thanks, I guess.
Close your eyes and relax, Commander.
Titanic moment. Yeah, you don't see any nudity or anything like that, guys.
Here, Commander.
That's what you...
Your efforts with the Alcor ambassador. I would like you to have this small trinket.
What is it?
A small mystery. I've never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you. Remember my words, Commander Shepard.
Oh, that almond gel out of that.
They will give you strength.
Right, now we'll just head back to Normandy. Let me double check though. Like before, I almost missed a thing. Finally come back to later. Yeah, we've done them all. Next one we'll be going to is Pharos. Well, Connie's been tapped back yet. That's an interesting mission, to be honest. So, let's head to Normandy and we'll end the stream there, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll be back tomorrow for another episode. Oh wait, there's a fast traveler. I have got a couple other games in the work, guys.
In
that
breaking
I'm planning to
news,
live
Chairman
soon,
Burns of the
and
Parliament
also
Subcommittee on
I'm gonna do
Transhuman
some
Studies has been kidnapped
recorded
by
playthroughs
biotic
once I
extremists.
get the cable for
The
it.
biotics
So
commandeered a
there'll be
freighter and were last
other
seen in
games
the
that you can
Hades
watch me
Gamma
play
Cluster.
as well,
No
if you guys
demands
are
have yet
interested.
been made.
I'm thinking of doing live playthroughs of The Witcher 3, on PlayStation, and the videos playthroughs I'm planning soon is the Dragon Age trilogy, Origins and Awakening and all the others, which I have to on Xbox, so I have to record them, guys. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.